Every journey gets us closer to the same truth. We all need connection.
You are watching In Conversation This Week with Miceal O'Hurley.
This is Miceal O'Hurley, and you're watching another edition of In Conversation This Week and our continuing coverage of the war in Ukraine. I'm joined by Oleg, and Oleg is an animator, a director, a very famous artist from Ukraine. Oleg, how are you?
Now we have a calm situation in our calm morning, and it's very good for us.
Where are you in Ukraine?
Now we are in Kyiv, and in one of region of Kyiv. I don't really want to tell about this region.
And we don't give your last name because we don't want that to be out there. Oleg, have you heard, seen, experienced any of the destruction going on so far from the Russian forces?
My English is not very good. Yes, I don't. Please repeat.
Maybe
ask again. Yes, in different.
Have you heard or seen any of the war?
In our region, we don't have some facts because we no rockets go
land near you.
Not very good. We don't have facts in our region, but we have my brother who live near Kiev, maybe 40 kilometers near Kiev. Up the building always fly the rockets in our sides of our forces and forces of the Russian Federation.
How are you feeling? Do you have confidence? Do you have hope? Tell me what you feel.
We understand. I never was before in a war, on a war situation, and it's a very difficult psychological situation for our children because we have 3 daughters, and they also try to understand, try to go through this emotional state. Because we try to go to products in our store when we don't have air alarm, and it's difficult.
Have you had to go into a shelter?
No, we don't have very strong air shelter near our building, and we stay in our home in a maybe as we understand in safe zone as possible.
Will you stay in the Kiev Oblast, or will you try to leave Ukraine?
We think about leave Kyiv because it's a dangerous region now. We have under attack, but we decide to stay in Kyiv because many people, my friends, our people, as I know, stay in Kyiv, and many people try to defend.
Tell me, have you heard the news that Russia has taken control over Chernobyl and that they have attacked the nuclear power plant in Zaporozhye?
Yep. It's a real fact. And 2 days 2 days ago, yes, we was in danger because we understand that if the Zaporozhye AES nuclear station have a problem, we can have disaster catastrophe. And it's
Why do you think Russia is willing to target a nuclear power plant knowing that it would poison all of Europe?
difficult question. I think maybe it's for make a panic, try to be in a high position in a meeting with our government about maybe have a piece for their position, and it's a strategy of Russian Federation. I know them very good, and I understand that it's variant to have more panic, have more fear in the people in Ukraine, and it's yes, I understand that it's a problem for us. They don't understand what they do. Maybe I think maybe they understand what they do, but it's impossible to do this in 21st century. It's
Oleg, we hear that the Ukrainian armed forces are fighting in very effective ways,
Yep.
holding the Russians, pushing them back in places. It's been a heroic fight.
yeah,
Putin
yes,
must know that he will never be able to control Ukraine.
yes,
If the
yes,
government falls, the people will still stand strong.
yeah.
Do you think this has pushed Putin into the corner where now he is willing to do anything to punish the Ukrainian people, even if he makes the land ungovernable?
I think yes, it's our choice, and we understand it. If we lost our freedom, it's not a variant for us. We want to have a country, and it's very important to we understand, and in many interviews which people try to understand the psychology of Putin, what's he think about us, and we understand we must to do what we do now and try to defend our forces, military forces are amazing. It's I think very do now the miracles or each one of each other, and it's very important to have defense when Kharkiv, because this night they go to counterattack and free the zone near the Kharkiv from the Grad. It is the artillery system, and it's very important to stop the system bombing of the Kharkiv, because it's we have many deaths in this town. And I understand if they can have a possibility to go near the Kiev, they started also bombing the Kiev. And we have many people in Kiev now. Not all people evacuate to West Ukraine, because we have many now trains to West Ukraine to have possibility to be in free zone. And I understand it's maybe wrong.
Oleg, the world now stands with you.
Yes.
Do you think that it has come too late? Should Europe have come to Ukraine's assistance much earlier?
Please repeat. Sorry.
Do
Maybe
you feel that Europe waited too long to help Ukraine?
I think yes. In our situation, I think yes. I understand that they now maybe fear between the big war, and I understand they don't want to make war with Russian Federation and Europe, and it's very difficult for them decide be stronger. But
It's quite all right.
if they solve a I think they solve, but if they understand, we have solved the children. I think they can decide to close the sky.
Are you aware that NATO has said they will not do that?
Yes.
Oleg, I know that we need to conserve power and time. I want to thank you.
Thank you.
Let me just say that I too have experienced it here in Ireland, where people talk about support for Ukraine, but their actions are slow and too late, and it's making things difficult. But we care. I know that the Irish people individually have bbeen very generous. Wizz Air, the airline, has dedicated 100,000 free flights from Slovakia, Hungary, Romania, and Poland. Ireland has waived visa requirements. We will do what we can now. Stay strong and know that we are with you. Slava Ukraini. Take care, my old friend.
$300 million years ago, there was no Africa, Asia, Americas, or Europe. Just one big supercontinent, Pangea. And today, there is still a force connecting those divided by distance, reversing millions of years of rifting. Making far feel close, bringing there to here. Turkish Airlines.